try to see the way the world turned, what happened to me. It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
Hello, Blue Dot family. How y'all doing, baby? It is Sunday. It is Sunday, so naturally we have a Blue Dot family meeting. I'm so glad y'all are here. It has been an absolutely beautiful day down here in South Texas. I hope wherever you are, the sun was shining on you, either physically or metaphorically. Either way, baby. I hope you had a great weekend, and we get to jump into another fine week, baby. Another Monday rolls around tomorrow. Shit. Seems like they come around every time we turn around. Anyway, Dwayne Dwizzle was the first one to jump in. Thank you, bub. Followed by Jess Coggins. The remixtress jumped in, and so did Dahlia Barrera. Sarge Tech is here, as is Debbie Marie and Michael J. Pat Hunter. Happy Sunday, Blue Dots. Aaron Trombley is here. Aaron, thank you for being here. Michael Johnson, Doug Schuff. I'm getting my mouth caught up here. Dorothy Tyndall, our own archaeologist, John Heron. Thank you, brother, for being here. John uses his voice occasionally, and you ought to take a time to look him up and give him a listen. Dolores Grant and NTP 358 is with us, because it's Curtis Wood. Sherry P. Sherry Puckett, how you doing, darling? I'm glad you're here. Brian Champagne, Carol Blass, Niles White. Thank you for being here. Pete Briggs, Linda Taylor Gallup is here. Lord have mercy, we got the whole we here. I seen my friend, my buddy out in California, Greg Talbert, was in the room. Tanya Delaney. We got a big family, baby. Debbie Marie is here. Rose Taylor, how you doing, baby? We've got a big family, baby, and it seems like it's growing all the time. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy your weekend. We had a nice long night last night, but today the sun came out, and it was an absolutely beautiful day today.
Really gorgeous.
Really gorgeous.
Most importantly, quiet.
No problems.
So
no interruptions in our
nice,
life.
Quiet. You know, if this, I don't want to jinx
for a
it,
weekend?
but for Sunday,
First one.
this is a really nice Sunday.
Really nice
I used to
Sunday
hate
we
Sundays.
enjoyed today,
Well,
and
this is a good today.
Not a bad day today. I hope that continues with all of my heart. I hope that continues. It's all we want on this street is peace, as everybody else wants. That's what everybody wants. Is the right to live a peaceful life, and we all should have that. But we're not there, baby. I might have a peaceful day, but I'm not sure everybody in this country did. So still a long way to go, but I did enjoy my night last night. Got to sit up and look at the stars a bunch and see the river in the moonlight. It was a wonderful night for a kayak ride if I would have been so motivated to drag that thing down to the river, but I wasn't. I was more content with just walking around the property and enjoying my little American dream. Anyway, like I said, it's what we all what we all hope for and what we can all strive for in our daily lives. We try to make everything as best we can for ourselves and hopefully for our neighbors, our society that we live in. We have come through so much, and I fear that we have yet so much more to go through. But the struggle to maintain a society, to bring a society together, e pluribus unum, of many one, that's who we need to return to somehow. The last 4.5, 5 years have not been that easy. I'd take it back to 12 years. It has been a struggle, and we have seen in the past 4 years a hatred grow in a political party that has reached a crescendo of destroying the rights and freedoms of this country for the benefit of their screaming, their hollering. If they were hollering for something that was true, that was righteous, then we could understand. But they're not. They continually try to raise the hate and the bias in this country for a vote. Really? I just don't understand it. I don't think any of us can understand it. But anyway, I need to get my head back into where we're supposed to be. And so that's what we're going to continue on doing. 2022 is around the corner, baby. It's around the corner, and we have so much work to do. I was lucky enough today to be invited onto the Tim Cormall Show, which I always enjoy Tim Cormall. You can find him wherever you find your podcast. Look for the Tim Cormall Show. And always a great, entertaining crowd over there. Today we had Joe Santorsa, Kathy Larkin from out on the the West Coast, and Seth, oh Lord, shit, Tim, I forgot Seth's name. Pajak. I'm sorry. And then if you didn't notice, that was Tim Cormall in the room. Tim, how are you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I had a great time on your show today.
Yeah, it was fun. After I got the show posted, I had a few minutes to throw on my painting clothes and go out and spray a coat of Rust-Oleum on my plant stands that were rusting.
Yeah, there you go. Chores around the house. I tend to enjoy them, although they will hurt you sometimes. But I like working around the house and stuff like that, trying to get things done. My wife.
We had fun.
Yes, we did.
We had fun. Joe's clown car was hilarious.
Indeed, it was. Joe's clown car is always spot on. Today, the theme was Brokeback White House. The love affair between Mike Pence and Donald Trump. I'm telling you, it was hilarious.
The tell-all books.
Yes, you can check him out at Joe Santorsa at WordPress.com, where, as he says, you can always find the weekly update to the clown car. And he produces one every week, and it is always spot on, and I do enjoy it. But I enjoy Tim's show tremendously, just because of your format, your guests, and the Cormall family.
Well, thank you. We talked about some great stuff today.
Yes, we did. And you played my favorite song today on your show.
Oh, did I?
Yes, you did.
Right.
That one. Anyway, thank you, Tim, for being here. Let's get Sparky in the room. Sparky Dunk. Brother, I apologize for Friday, brother. If you noticed,
you didn't miss anything.
I didn't. I'm sure I did.
Yeah.
I didn't get my video posted on Friday.
Wasn't that interesting?
Oh, I'm sure it was. Robin's always got a great show.
Right now, I'm watching Grady because we just had a big boom, thunder boom. The storm's coming in. But
Grady don't like that.
Oh, he starts vibrating.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's pitiful. I got one that's I don't know. She's looks like she's just barely hanging on one day, and then the next day she gets up, walks across the room, gets some water, goes outside, does her business, come back inside, and lay back down. She is a
Grady's
fighter.
Sitting there. All of a sudden he'll be calm, but feel him, and you can feel him and shaking internally, and then his shoulders will shake, and his head shaking. He hates thunder.
Yeah. Well, most dogs do. Most dogs do.
But it was beer and bud Sunday, watch NASCAR and do laundry.
There you go. There you go.
But then I go to get my laundry after the NASCAR race is over out of the dryer, and I forgot to turn the dryer on.
Ah, shit. Well.
And then I thought, John posted a picture of a dryer the other day. Did you get it fixed?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So proud of me. Yes, I posted the pictures up on the internet on Facebook. The dryer had been working, but talk about a god awful sound coming from that thing. It was like just go right through you. So Travis looked up the video on that particular model and of how to repair it. So turned the video on and okay, let's get after this shit. And we had already ordered the repair kit. Now, the funny thing was when we got it jerked apart, because we figured we're going to have to replace the rollers, because that's what the guy said on the video. The most common cause of this noise is the rollers are bad. Okay, let's go get the rollers. Well, it wasn't the rollers. It was it buildup of to me it looked like a rag. It looked like a washcloth had gotten sucked into this little vent somehow and ended up on this impeller. And it was turning, but it was out of balance, and it would create a hell of a noise. Anyway, when we got the whole thing torn apart to that point, I said, oh, look at there. There's a rag in there. That's got to come out. Got that out, cleaned all the stuff out of it, but you can't see the rollers yet. So, yes, I posted a picture of the whole thing.
The motor?
No, I did not, because I had the new rollers. When we took the drum out and everything, we checked the rollers. The rollers are in perfect shape. Perfect shape. They look exactly like the new ones. So I didn't want to replace them if they're not broken and not worn out or any kind of vibration at all in any one of the four rollers. And so we made a decision. Okay, let's leave those rollers in. Let's clean this whole thing up, put it back together, and see what happens. And lo and behold, we did. Quiet as a mouse. That was it. And I still have the repair kit handy with the new belt and the new tension springs and all that. The hardest part of it, the whole thing, was hooking up the belt drive, because you have to do that one-armed through a hole and reach in there, and it's like doing it blind. Fortunately, I remember doing the APU, auxiliary power unit intake door actuator, on a P3. When you replace it, you had to open up a panel, and you could do take this whole actuator out one hand without looking. And it was you've been in those situations, Spark, I'm sure, where you had to do a job that was extremely difficult to get to.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, changing a generator drive on an SR-71 is not something I could do today. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Oh, there's a whole lot of shit.
I'm 6'4". I had to do the practically the splits with my legs to work on that thing.
Yeah, splits ain't happening no more, buddy.
Huh?
I said splits ain't happening no more.
Well, I mean, I had to make myself shorter. So the only thing you can do to do that is open up your legs, or bend them, get down, because when you're underneath that nacelle, with the drive unit, first you got to remove the generator,
well,
and then you got to, then you have a stand that's called the spider, which you put on the generator, and you loosen the bolts on it, or I forget what I had on it. You pull the generator off the drive, you get the generator out of there, then you got to pull attach to the drive and get it out of there.
Yep.
But
those days are gone.
It was a long time just getting underneath that. If you ever seen an SR-71 underneath the engines, a 6'4" guy doesn't fit underneath there.
No. There's not a lot of headroom under there.
No.
So, and everything in that bird is pretty well compacted. Highly designed aircraft.
Yeah, but that was the hardest thing for me to do.
That APU
that
door was
plane.
always hard because you stood outside the aircraft on the ramp, but you stuck your arm through this panel, and everything was one-handed. You just had to take the whole damn thing out one-handed and put it back in one-handed. Anyway, Spark,
I
I'm
never
glad
had
you're
to
here.
screw with an APU unit on a KC-135.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Auxiliary power unit. That's what gives the aircraft power before you start the engines. Yeah,
Yep.
got to have power. Randy Peterson, are you in this room, brother?
Hey, what's up, man?
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm sitting on my deck in northwest Arkansas, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Is it a
today.
nice night, brother? I'm glad. I'm
Oh,
glad.
it is. It is no humidity, San Diego weather. It is green, absolutely kitchen.
Outstanding. Weather's been
Right.
beautiful down here today, too. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Hey,
Oh,
me
good.
too. I was going to ask you, I noticed on your post on Facebook, we're sort of hanging out in your deck with probably the idiots down the street. Whatever happened to that last night?
It was a quiet night. It was a quiet night. We were concerned last night because of activities in the neighborhood. We're hoping that whatever happened last night will be the end of it.
Well, I almost called you last night about 9 o'clock and just about rang you on your phone just to make sure you're okay. And I'm going, I can't do shit from here in Arkansas. I just want to double check with you to make sure that, hey man, just be cool and let.
No, we were fine. The police came by and checked on everything. We're good to go. It's a
I know,
beautiful
I know.
day in the
it's
neighborhood.
a beautiful day in the
That's
neighborhood.
all I gotta say.
And we're going to try to keep it that way. I do not want to cause anybody any heartache. I do not wish to cause anybody any pain in any manner. But my family will not continue to suffer pain while you laugh. This is going to be a shared pain. I'm just asking that your pain, let it be, and then leave me be. That's the only request that we make to anybody that might be watching this, is that we have a desire to be left alone, and I will leave you alone.
It's simple.
I think it's
like
just even swap, buddy. You know.
sleeping dog. Right? I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's what we all have to do. You know, we have spent, like I said, the last 4 years of a madman who watered the seeds that were laying dormant. We didn't get totally rid of racism. Racism has been around forever. We ain't got rid of shit. But we had made some of those seeds lie dormant. They didn't want to come out and be seen.
Oh,
They're going to lose their job or some shit. You know? You can't do that. This is a civilized society we live in. But here comes the other guy, and he comes around with his little watering can and starts watering those little seeds and giving them fertilizer of shit.
dumping fertilizer on there.
Yeah. And he rose them up, and they became more visible to us. How many Karen and Ken videos have we got? You know?
Oh, and you know what? How many people did you not have a clue that were those sprouts?
Yes. Yes.
You knew it's,
Yes. It opens your eyes. And,
Yeah,
and,
they
it,
were-
and in this case, all we did was hold up a mirror. That's the only thing
Yep.
my family has done, is hold up a mirror.
Yep.
You decide what you put in that mirror.
Hmm.
But and yeah, let me catch up here real quick, because Paula came in with $5 and said, "Silence is golden, John." LOL. Indeed, Paula, and that is all we want, is the silence and the peace. Diana Mallory Bequeather the Gong came in with $5 and said, "Come on, Blue Dots, we have almost met the goal on the GoFundMe page for our Blue Dot sister." And that is what Diana Mallory is speaking of. This is Wayne Snyder's Services Fund. Wayne was Velda's husband. Velda is the mother hen of this group. She is always there in the blue room. I believe we have a whole group in that blue room that are so wonderful. Bellica, Velda, Diana Mallory, Bernadette, These are all family members who stay highly connected. And there wasn't a time that Velda wasn't on the show that we all didn't ask, how's Wayne doing? Because we all knew Wayne was sick. And she would always let us know how Wayne was doing. We could hear him sometimes. But she lost Wayne. She's not in a position to be able to afford a big service. But her final expenses were out of her reach. So I ask you tonight, if you can find a few bucks in your heart, go over to bluedotintexas.com/Wayne, or if you just go to Blue Dot in Texas, there's a button there that says the GoFundMe page. You can follow it, and I ask you, please, let's get there so Velda doesn't have to suffer the pain of financial burden at the same time she's dealing with a tragic loss.
Nice.
We love you, Velda. We love everybody
Nice.
in this family. And oh hell, get all mushy here. Where was I? Yes, Philinda I am donated $5 and said, hello, Blue Dot family. Greetings from El Paso. El Paso City. I love it out there, baby. Maria Betancourt came in with $5 and said, thank you, John and Travis. I got the T-shirt. It's very nice. Maria Betancourt, thank you, and I'm so glad you got your T-shirt. Maria had participated in one of our T-shirt giveaways. And so, yes, I'm tickled to death that it got there. Yeah, anyway. All right. Who are we going to rip apart? Let's rip somebody apart. Who's fresh off the hook today? We got Matt Gatz going on. We got, who else we got today? Anybody?
How about Donnie?
Donnie. Whoa, pray tell, what did Donnie do?
Well, the Secretary of State,
Right.
the Ratzenberger, whatever,
Of Georgia.
he's cooperating with the DA.
Oh, pray tell, on the investigation into voter
Voter
election,
fraud, yeah.
election
Election
intimidation, or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's turning a witness.
Yep.
Yeah, well, he has to, all he has to do is sit up and tell the truth. Let the truth be what it is. Isn't that the standard for everything around? The truth has to stand on its own.
That's a new thing now, and let the truth stand on its own.
Yes, and I think that pretty soon, especially in the seditionists that stormed the Capitol on January 6th, we're going to start seeing some movement in that area, I believe, too, pretty soon.
The numbers keep going up.
Keep going up because you heard about that guy on Bumble. Did you hear about him, Tim?
No.
Oh, what an idiot! I guess Bumble is a dating app, and this guy went on Bumble trying to get him a date and was bragging to this girl about how he stormed the Capitol.
Oh, I did hear about that. Yeah.
Yeah, bragged about it, and she wrote back to him, "I don't think we're a match." and then contacted the FBI. And sure enough shit, from the picture that he had on his Bumble account matched to some of the pictures in the of security footage throughout the Capitol. And 4 charges against his ass. So that's just one of them little things that you just like, yay, you fucking jerk.
They're idiots.
They're idiots. They think they're proud of this. And it really, if you listen to Fox over there, from what I understand, they keep pumping it. It's like, yes, they're the patriots of the, Oh, it's sad. It is sad.
John, can I ask Sparky a question?
Sure.
Sparky, you mentioned
Yeah.
that you mentioned it was Beer and Bud Sunday. Was that a plant-based beer?
Was that a plant-based
Yeah.
beer?
Yeah, it is.
It is. Well,
Because
shit.
Larry Kudlow said that Biden's going to force Americans to guzzle plant-based beer.
Yeah. They're going to force us to drink plant-based beer. I want to know the meat-based beer he's drinking. That's true. I picked, who was that guy? I don't have my notes here with me, damn it. This morning on Tim's show, he always has this thing called our Twitter Friend of the Week. So everybody that comes on the show, you pick somebody on Twitter, and you share something they tweeted, and it helps, spread the news and bring new followers to people that deserve it. And I had picked this guy. Oh shoot!
I'm pulling it up here. Let me see.
Thank you, Tim. It's in Tim's
It
notes.
was Peter W. Sinclair.
Peter Sinclair, who is an ecologist. I believe he works for Yale. And that's what he tweeted. He said that Larry Kudlow was on Fox News talking about this new Biden plan is going to force everybody to drink plant.
Oh, and the Green New, don't forget the Green New Deal.
I wonder what he thinks the Green New Deal is. If he thinks that we're going to be forced to drink plant-based beer, which really, I want you to show me some other.
What the fuck is barley and hops?
No shit. What? That's how stupid they are. They're going to force you to drink plant-based beer. Are you shitting me? I hope so. I don't want no moose beer. I don't want no, ham beer. Made with the finest ham hocks in our, it's stupidity.
Eat barley and hops. I mean, what the fuck else? Water?
That's it. Well, some yeast. I don't know. What do they classify yeast as? Is that a plant or is it an animal?
Yeast comes from wheat or something. Obviously, it doesn't just pop out of the air.
No.
You know where yeast comes from.
Don't test me on yeast. I'm not a baker.
Hey, today on the NASCAR race, Kevin Harvick's car was dog beer.
Dog beer. Well, I don't know if they're making the beer out of the dog, though.
But it's the Busch brand is putting it out. Because Harvick drives Busch brand for his car. Sponsor. So they had a big old thing on the dog head on the hill of the car, and it's a dog beer on it.
Dog beer. Get you some dog beer. You'll be howling at the moon in no time.
I'm pissing on a fence post.
I'm pissing on a fence post as we speak, brother. Oh, Lord. Ardessa, also known as Purple Moon Dragon, came in with $5 and said, my grandson is moving in for the third time tonight. He says he's going to help me with the house. Wish us luck. Well, baby.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that. I hope it all works out, baby. The grandson can help you around the house, and
you betcha.
And maybe he needs a little help too, and it works out that way. I hope, baby. I always look on the bright side, baby.
Family's good.
Family is good. Family is good.
Hey, to answer your question, I just looked it up on Google, and yeast is a fungi.
Okay.
It's in the fungus family.
Okay, it's a fungus.
Whoa,
a
wait.
Fungus among us.
I had to walk out to get a drink.
Yeah.
And now I just learned that yeast is a fungi?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That blows my mind. What?
So is cheese or rust.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I knew about cheese, but I didn't know about wow, shit. Look at this education here.
Next thing you know, you're going to be baking bread, all that stuff. How about bacon beer? Jay Blint says, I love bacon. You know what makes bacon taste better? Put bacon on it.
I'd say put eggs on it.
No, put bacon on it.
You can put bacon on it.
You put bacon on your bacon, it makes it taste so much better.
I guess so.
I'm telling you. Ain't it sad? You know where bacon belongs? Wrapped around the jalapeno stuffed with cheese. That's where it belongs.
So, my mouth.
That's the way I like it. Anyway, so what do we do now, people? How do we make our world better? How do we raise up in 2022 and face the tide that's coming, baby? Because and I don't think it's going to be much of a tide, though. I don't. I think it's going to be more of a ripple.
I think we should just let them dig their own grave. They seem to be doing pretty good at it.
Yeah, shooting themselves in the foot every time you turn around. What was Ron Johnson up there in Wisconsin yelling about? Don't worry about if your neighbor if you take the shot. Why should you worry about if your neighbor has the shot?
Idiot.
Well, I don't know. I think we call society. You
know what, John? After 4 years of this guy's bullshit, I think it's time to be quiet. Sit back, enjoy your life, and let everything flow like it used to flow without somebody stirring the pot.
It ain't gonna happen. That's what we want to happen.
What I'm saying is, like me sitting out here on a deck looking at the lake in Northwest Arkansas, gorgeous. I don't have any problems, but I'm not hearing that fucking idiot on my TV or looking at his tweets. This is a nice life now.
I have to tell you, last night about 2:00 in the morning, I did tweet out that I was enjoying the silhouette. The trees were in silhouette, and the moon made the river look like a ribbon. If the world could live in the peace that I felt in that moment, what a wonderful world! What a wonderful world it would be. Anyway,
hey, John? Did you see that picture I posted on your timeline? As an answer to something you posted?
No, I didn't.
It's a coffee mug that says, "I love it when I wake up and Trump is not president."
Yes, I saw it. Yes, you just have to refresh my memory. Yes, I saw it. I love it when I wake up and Trump is not president anymore. Where's my cup? I got a cup around here that says, "I hate it when I wake up in the morning and Trump is still president."
But you know what, John?
I keep this one real handy because I like what it says.
Well,
Shut up.
Somebody
man.
needs to find out where they sell that. Maybe it's on Etsy.
Oh, I'm sure you can just about find anything on Etsy. Diana Mallory came back with another $5. Said, wrong to Honey Entertainment. Their thumbnail, read this, shocked Trump returned to the president and announced Biden was convicted. What the fuck? Rhoda Entertainment. Their thumbnail read, this shocked Trump, period between each one, returned to the president and announced Biden was convicted. Wait a minute, let me tune in to local CC. I want to see this. Yeah, I don't think I'd be putting much stock in that one.
No.
So, what?
So last night, John, when you were sitting on your porch and I saw your tweet or whatever on Facebook this morning. Okay, the guy's out there at the evening light waiting for the idiots to drive down the street. And then later on, you got the next one where it's like I'm at peace, the river, whatever it was. And it's just like going, man, I just hope this guy, that speaks up for all of us can sit there and relax and enjoy his evening.
I did. I did. We were very concerned last night just because of the activity going on down the street. A lot of pain going on down there. And I didn't want that to spill over into my house. But thankfully it did not. I did enjoy a nice, peaceful night.
Nice.
Started getting cold around 2:00 in the morning. Holy shit. This is cold. But I wish my neighbors no ill. I just wish they didn't wish me ill. Right. I have done nothing to them. I use my voice here. Don't watch. It's as simple as that.
What's on channel 13, like in the old days, just turn to channel 5. Come on.
Turn channel. Don't listen. I'm not speaking to you. I'm not talking about you. If you fit into the category of the people I am talking about, well, I feel bad for you. But,
Yeah, but for somebody to take their own crap and then throw it in somebody else's yard because they're not happy, it makes no sense. It's just like me. I've got great neighbors on both sides. I have a retired lady in a custom house left to me. I've got a young family on the left, and Michael's nice and cool. I got neighbors up the street. I just live in a peaceful area that is I'm so blessed that I don't see any Trump signs. I don't see any Biden signs. It's just like, hey, man, let's just live our life here.
Yeah. Well, we're past the. I don't have any signs in my yard. I didn't. I never did because I don't want to piss my neighbors off. I know who they are, so why piss them off even more?
No, it's just like my friends that go, hey, man, you're a Democrat and a liberal. I go, no, why do you classify me as a liberal because I'm a Democrat? I'm actually a conservative Democrat.
And we have those. But
my dad was a Republican. My mom was a Democrat. Used to get in big fights. So I pull the fence on both sides. The thing is, it's like the worst thing you can imagine is having a guy like me that is a conservative Democrat that has guns. that scares them because you're not supposed to have that.
Well, that doesn't fit the image of the libtard.
Doesn't fit the thing is that
I think I fit libtard to a T. You know, y'all don't see my tutu because I don't stand up that often here, but
that's right. That's right.
My leotards are.
You're not going to see a mangina. You're not going to see all the. So what you're going to do is just go, hey man, you're a Democrat or slash liberal because we named you that, but you have guns. Oh yeah.
Oh
but
yeah.
I don't flaunt them.
I don't like sitting on my porch with them all night. No, it's not my idea of a fun, nice night. But it was a tenacious night. But it went well.
I was thinking about you last night when I saw that post this morning. I go, man,
well,
Corpus, 75 degrees, guys on his porch, worried about dickheads down the street.
Robin Kincaid was giving me shit about our courthouse has palm trees. Of course it is, right there on the water. You look out in front of the courthouse, there's the beautiful sparkling city by the bay. And there's the water and the yachts and all that shit. Yes. See?
And here you are, Corpus Christi, and I'm looking out in the Ozarks. What do you do?
Hey, I've been up in the Ozarks, baby. We loved it. I loved Arkansas when I visited there. One thing that don't cost y'all nothing to go to a state park. Yeah, pull up to a Texas state park, baby. Pull out your wallet.
Right.
You want to come in here and visit our shit? You're going to pay.
You want to come down and hunt deer? It's all private property. You got to buy a lease. I mean, I can shoot deer off my porch, but I don't do it because that's not hunting. But I've got a pellet gun for the squirrels and the rest of the rodents and all this stuff around here. But
really, I feed them all.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. After living in Southern California most of my life and moving here, I was blessed. And the winters suck. Other than that, I love it. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I just want to make sure you guys are okay. I'm glad Travis enjoyed the shirt. I enjoyed what he talked about me the other night on the live stream. Very nice compliments. I appreciate that. And you guys will probably have another gift coming here in a couple of weeks. I'm just thinking about what I'm going to say.
Well, we appreciate anything we get, but don't knock yourself out now.
Nah, no problem, man. Anyway, everybody have a great evening. I love you all, and we'll see you this week.
Randy, we love you back, brother. Take care of yourself up in Arkansas and come back anytime you want, brother.
Woo
bye, man.
pig, Randy.
Woo pig.
I say woo pig.
There you go.
Woo pig. Woo pig. Hey, by the way, we're #1 in baseball in the whole country, so there you go.
Oh, you're going to come in here and brag your shit, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the best college team in baseball right now is Arkansas. It ain't Texas. Come on.
Yeah.
I just want you to know, Randy, I wore the shirt. I wore the shirt in town with pride the other day, Randy.
He did. He wore his sports ball shirt to town the other day.
Of course, I didn't get near anybody, so no one asked me, but I was ready to tell them, hey, man, I'm not about the sports ball. I'm out for my friend Randy Peterson.
Woo pig!
It's going to be, who's Randy Peterson? I'm going to go, you've never heard of Randy Peterson?
You don't know who Randy Peterson is?
The #1 fan of the Razorbacks?
Mighty
Come
bad.
on,
Come on, man.
You gotta do your research, man.
Learn how to use the internet.
I appreciate that, Travis, and the kind words that you said on the show. I sent a clip to my sister and some friends, and they were just overwhelmed. Like, wow, man, the guy's so nice to talk about you like that, and I really appreciate that.
Hey, man, I mean everything I said, man.
I know, but the T-shirt's not a big deal.
Oh, it is to us.
It is to us. Are you kidding me? Shit.
You shitting me?
I know, but think about the double order of Mrs. Haynes cookies. Now that.
Now, wait.
Well,
Them are good cookies. Them are damn good cookies, by the way.
Check it out, dude. You got one order of Mrs. Haynes, and you come on and you go, oh, Mrs. Haynes, they rock.
They rock. Handmade.
Couple weeks later, I slide another order in there, right?
Yes, you did.
Just when you think you're finished, like going, oh, God, we got to ration these things. Boom. Here comes another.
I start having to think, I'm going to have to go buy them ginger snap fuckers from the store. They don't taste like these.
No, they don't.
They don't taste like these anyway.
I know Marcia and everybody loved it because they are the shit.
We all did.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
We all did. Thank you, Randy. We appreciate it. Anytime somebody sends me something to eat, are you shitting me? Tonight, speaking of which, I want to give a big shout out to Stephanie Dean and Jay Clayton tonight. I had filet mignon tonight with potatoes and corn. Nice little salad there, and it was absolutely fantastic. The meat provided by Stephanie Dean and Jay Clayton, the romantic couple of the Blue Dot family. We were so tickled. Had a wonderful meal tonight.
You guys are blessed, man.
We are.
You're-
We are. We are.
Hey,
This family treats us very nice, and we're very appreciative of it.
And you know what's cool? It's got 4 years that the people that you've got together, like Martha and Val and Bernadette and Bill Jones and all these people.
I didn't do that, brother.
They would have never known each other if it wasn't for you.
I just gave a spot. That's what we
would've-
did here. And this family grew, and it continues to grow in this chat right in front of me.
Yeah, he did, man. I mean, all these people, and then Travis. When Travis came in, I knew that was a good look because you needed help. You were getting overwhelmed, trying to do the videos in the shed, hot mosquitoes, wasps flying around, welding hoods, all this crap.
That's my life, brother. Wasp and welding hoods. That's about it.
I remember the wasp flying in front, and then, I go way back, but then it's like, man, this guy's getting really good, and he's getting this group of people. You got to have a crutch, and then Travis slid in there and goes, look, Pops, I'll take the reins.
And he did.
I'll production, and the show completely flipped as soon as Travis took over. It completely went professional.
Thank you. Because without Travis, I'd still be sitting out in the shop swatting.
Yeah.
Not that I don't still go out there. I go out there all the time, but I just wanted to have a place to showcase what this family has given to us. Everything you see in this shot, everything, and this ain't nothing. My T-shirts alone number in the hundreds. That resist flag, I remember the day it came in. The Resolute wave behind me, the blue glass wave that had to be sent twice because the first one broke.
Oh, and it's beautiful.
It is. It's gorgeous. My map back there with Texas on it. I got there's so much. Robert Heron's glass, which I carry around my neck.
Guy does all the paintings and the funny stuff and the Clyde the Camel, all this stuff. It just
everything is a representation of this Blue Dot family.
It makes me laugh sometimes because I go, this guy just started out in a shed and now he's got a storage unit full of shit.
That tells you the power of your voice, not mine.
Oh no!
It's the power of our voice together. That's
Can I say something about?
Sure.
I wanted to say something about Jay Clayton. That gentleman posts some of the funniest shit on Facebook.
Jay's just out to make me look bad, right? Man, that's how come he's always sending Stephanie flowers and candy, and he takes his guitar out on the beach and strums and sings to her.
Oh,
I can't do that, man. It's making me really look bad, dude. Really look bad.
Did you see the joke he posted a couple days ago? 2 or 3 days ago? Oh my God, it was so funny. About the young man, a teenager who was dating this girl, and she wanted him to come over and meet her family and have dinner. And she says, and since it's going to be such a big occasion, maybe we'll go out and make love for the first time afterwards.
Oh.
And so the boy's like, it gets a little excited, so he decides to go to the pharmacy to buy some condoms. And so he goes in and he's looking at the condoms, and the pharmacist comes up and says, "Can I help you?" He's like, "Well, I need to buy some condoms, but this is my first time." And he says, and so the pharmacist spent like an hour with him, explaining all the differences between the different condoms and how the sex works and
right.
blah 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 blah. So he buys the condoms.
Talk.
He goes to buy the condoms, and the pharmacist says, "Well, now, do you want a 3-pack, a 6-pack, or the family pack?" And he says, "Well, I better get the family pack, because it is my first time." So that evening, he shows up at the girl's house, and she meets him at the door, and she brings him in and sits down at the table, and he says, "Can I say a prayer?" before we eat?" And the family says yes. And so he bows his head, and a minute goes by, and then 5 minutes goes by, and then 10 minutes goes by, and 20 minutes goes by, and the girl reaches over and taps him and said, "I never knew you were so religious." And he said, "I never knew your father was a pharmacist."
Hello, Dad. How are you?
Silence is golden.
Can I leave now? Shit.
Big shout out to Jay. He posts some funny stuff,
Jay
man.
Clayton is an outstanding fellow. I was so tickled to death to watch the romance between him and Stephanie Dean blossom into what it has. It is one of those little things that we watch here in the Blue Dot family. We have seen we've seen love affairs, baby. We've seen tragedy in this family.
Lots of tragedy.
Lots of tragedy. And so, yeah, we've become this family. And we care about each other. And when one hurts, we all hurt. When one's happy, we all tend to smile. So I kind of like it that way. But people do. They tell me, "John, I didn't create shit. Y'all did. This is all you."
Yeah, but if you didn't go out to your shed on that hot afternoon and open your mouth, nobody would know Bernadette. Nobody would know Johnny Fly.
I didn't say anything. Every one of y'all weren't thinking at the same time. We were all probably collectively thinking, "Are you shitting me again?" Yeah.
And if you didn't take kayak trips down the river,
I wanted to so bad last night. It was so peaceful. The moonlight was perfect. You could see plenty. And when I went down by the river, it was just like, oh, man. And then I looked at the weeds and thought, step in the mud. Never mind. One of these days I'm going to build a pier. I'm going to walk out there and get in the damn thing. Anyway, let me catch up here real quick. Let me see. Teresa Diggum, our resident artist, donated $5 and said, did anybody see the video about the 66-year-old woman who was pulled over for speeding and was pulled out by her hair?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the donation, but no, I did not see that.
Right.
No, that's, I'm afraid of the videos we're fixing to see. The one in North Carolina, I do not think is going to be a good outcome. This is not good. The man was shot in the back in his car driving away, as far as I understand it. I understand the family is going to find out tonight. I think tonight or tomorrow they're going to get to see the body cam footage. But it didn't take Ohio long to put it out. It's taken North Carolina a long time.
I want to know if it's taken so long because it's being edited.
Well, it tells me a whole lot if 7 officers on administrative leave and 2 have quit and 1 retired. So you have 3 officers right after this shooting going, "Oh, I'm out of here." So that, there's a problem. Something happened that's not right here. Why would you want to leave all of a sudden? You're a police officer. Did you not act in the way you were supposed to? Mm-hmm. And I think the answer is going to be no, they didn't. So we're not done with this. That's the sad part of all of this. George Floyd's murder isn't going to be the last one, sadly. No. But when you have Lindsey Graham standing on the grand stage talking about, well, no, there's no racism in America. We had a black president. How ignorant is that statement? Well, I have a black friend. I can't be racist. Yeah, you can. When your black friend's not there.
So why is it with minor traffic stops that they know where you're at with your phone, they know where you're at with your license plate. Sure. You can go to the Jeep and you go in there to register your car, and you have to have proof of insurance and whatever. They already know you got insurance. It's already in the computer. They're just looking to verify your name and check the number on your card and make sure it's the number they have in the system. Right. When a cop pulls me over in Arkansas, which I haven't been pulled over, he already knows if I have insurance before he even pulls up to the car. It's already. So if you've got somebody for a minor infraction, and you're going to say this guy didn't have a turn signal on, and you go to pull him over, and he runs, let him go. You know where he lives. You can find him.
Yeah. That's what happened here. please forgive me because I can't. I want to say Sandra Bland, but I'm not sure. Of a
And
black.
if they have
woman.
dashboard cam.
Yes. They have places where you drive through the red light. The camera takes a picture of it. And they mail you a ticket.
Sure, but what I'm saying is in that moment, say somebody's inebriated, they're so hammered, and they run from a cop. Let them run today, as long as they don't kill anybody. They go home 6 a.m. You go up, knock on the door, and pull them out.
Here, we're here to get you. We have you on video here doing this crime here. We'd like to talk to you.
But you want to react in that moment immediately, like, yeah, I'm the good cop. I'm gonna Alamo shoot you. Blah 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 blah. It's like, then you just make a big mess. It's like if let's say, for instance, I'm driving in Arkansas and I outrun the cops. Oh, I got away.
No, you
didn't.
For
tonight.
You didn't get away with shit.
Boom! Here they come, and I'm going to jail.
The wheels of justice turn slow, but they continue to grind away, and indeed, sometimes it feels like forever before we get a piece of justice out of a case.
And they can find you. They can find. My buddy goes, I'm gonna live off the grid. Nobody knows where I'm at. What are you talking about? My phone. Yeah, right.
Well, that's what everybody was. Everybody's concerned about the 5G that's going through my veins now with the COVID shot, and I got my chip in there, and so now they can track me. Are you shitting me? You got a cell phone in your pocket? They don't have to worry about a chip, baby. They know where you are. You got a tracking device in your hand. I've always looked at it as, you want to know what I am, what I'm doing, what I say. I don't have a problem with that.
No.
I'm not doing anything I'm ashamed for others to know about.
Nope, I ain't got nothing to hide. Nope.
And I try to act in my daily life like a civilized human being. I don't demean anybody. I try to be nice and cheerful and all that kind of shit. It's just what we should all do as a citizen. We should all just want to do that. But not always the case.
But these people that think that go, hey, I'm going to be the Unabomber and I'm going to live up in this little single cabin up in the mountains, but I got to go to the store and get stuff for you on camera. But they think that they're living like a caveman, but it's like, no, man, you're not. You're not fooling anybody.
No.
They're just idiots.
Well, unfortunately, we have to live in the world with the idiots. So, and like the law says, you just can't shoot them. That's not the option. We can't just go like, oh, you're an idiot. Get out of here. No, we have to drag them into the society that we're going to forge for ourselves. Kicking and screaming all the way until we get them all.
Well, anyway, you guys have a good evening. Love you all. I'm going to get in here and take care of my doggy and get ready for work.
All right, Randy. We love you, brother. Thank you for coming by and visiting.
All right, love you all, too.
All right, take care of yourself.
And John, I'm going to hop off as well because you got some other people waiting in the queue, so I'll let them take my slot, too.
Well, Tim, we appreciate you coming by here, brother. And again, thank you for allowing me to be on your show today. And again,
Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't. I know you posted it already, right?
Yeah.
I haven't been on. I'll go share it in a little bit. But if you have not yet, look for the Tim Cormall Show wherever you get your fine podcasts, on Spotify or where else, Tim?
Amazon, Google, Apple Podcasts, all of them.
All of them.
Pretty much around. So.
Wherever you get your podcast, check out the Tim Cormall Show. I was on there today. And
or just go to timcormall.com.
Or go to timcormall.com and check it out there. And again, Tim, thank you very much, and thank you for coming on here. We appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us today, John. We really appreciate it. I always love having you on.
Well, thank you. And I appreciate you always. Tim always on his show when I'm on plays a part of one of my rants for the week. Is John Brevo's rant of the week, and he gives a portion of it up there every time I'm on. So, Tim, thank you again for that.
Well, thank you.
I always appreciate it.
Y'all have a great evening, okay?
All right, you too, Tim. Take care of yourself. Tell Ron I said hello.
Will do. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, wow, we take a little catch up here. I'm going to catch up myself. Johnny Fly donated $5 and said, love the Britivo family and all my fellow Blue Dots. Wishing you all peace, and let's flip to all blue in 22. That's what we need to do. And Karen Van Wyk donated $5 and said, for the best entertainment on YouTube, Love you guys. Well, there you go. That's a high recommendation, Bestie. Well, we're trying, baby. And Cindy M. Sent down 5 beaver bucks all the way from Canada and said, I just got my first dose of Moderna. I am so happy, but numbers are not good in Canada. Love you all. Stay safe. Summer is close. Indeed, Cindy, I'm so glad you got your shot. It's a worldwide thing. Everybody's got to do it. For everybody to be safe, everybody's got to get vaccinated. That's how we do. We wipe it out worldwide. But Cindy, thank you very much. And Judy came in with $5 and said, love to the Blue Dots. Love you back, baby. And Mega Wet Willie came in with $5 and said, did you hear? The other day, federal agents found a shipment of contraband wood being smuggled in a shipment of cocaine. Have you seen the price of wood lately? Indeed, Mega Wet Willie, thank you very much. It might as well be. The cost of wood, I seen a story on it the other day, gone up substantially here in the last years. Anyway, Jorge Tire Biter, are you in here, brother?
I am, my man. How are you?
I am doing fine. I hear you might be back down in this area again.
Yeah, we're thinking about wandering that way around the 16th next month.
Well, it might be a time to get together and save the world, brother. You know?
Well, yeah, in a neighborhood near you.
Yeah.
And maybe...
you get near me, buddy. We're sharing a beer.
Okay, and we might even take Marsh out for dinner and whatever. We don't know.
Yeah, well, let's make promises. Don't make promises I can't keep. My wife is a very shy person.
Yeah. Hey, look,
I can't guarantee Mom's going to show up anywhere.
Nan's the same way. So, we do what the girls tell us, right?
I told my wife one time I'm going to get a T-shirt with a picture on it and tell them, yes, I have a wife. That's her, right there.
Yes, and we will do whatever they agree to. Okay.
I find that a pretty safe path in life. What you want to do, baby?
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, I am fine with.
They have better sense than we do anyway, right?
I like to think that, yes. Women tend to be a little bit smarter, I think.
It's hard to abdicate that much in life, but it turns out to be kind of true.
Speaking of ladies, we have one in the room. Velica, how are you?
Hey. Hello.
How are you doing, darling?
Okay. How you doing, John?
I'm doing fine. And for those that don't know, Velica is our official timekeeper in our blue room. And I'm thankful
Is that all
for
I'm known
her.
for?
Huh?
Is that all I'm known for?
No. You're known for your fabulous hugs, too, darling. You're known for a lot, but we love you for your hugs, and I love you personally because you remind me I have a wife and I better get the hell out of here. Or I'd sit there all night and visit with everybody in the blue room, but
I know you would.
I would.
But I know that you're right.
Hey, cuss to my dad. My dad used to go, all right, we go over to visit some uncles and them, we'll visit for a while. My dad'd say, okay, load up in the car, we're going. And we'd all load up in the car and wait for another hour while he sat right there in front of the car saying goodbye to his brother. Yeah.
All right.
You get this idea, we're in a hurry. Somebody's in a hurry. I'm not. So, I inherited, honestly.
Yeah,
only
come by as dishonest.
Yes, I do.
The only time I don't say anything about what time it is because you get on too late.
If I go overtime on the show or something, then yes, I know you cut me some little extra slack there. Because because the blue room is where it's cooking, baby.
Well, it's not just that; it's just your internet goes kapooey.
Yeah.
That's where we're going. We all know we're going there.
We're all going to the blue room. That's where we all end up at,
Sure.
and that's where the conversation really gets going. I keep saying we should record the blue room and put it up as a podcast, just the soundtrack of it. That's it. I think it would be.
God.
I think it would do good. I think it would do good because everybody uses their voice freely in there, and that's
you better
what it's
take
all
a
about.
vote first.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, really.
All right, let me thank Teresa Diggum, our resident artist, who came in with $5 and said, "I heard on Thom Hartman show, smart TVs and other stuff is recording your conversations." I heard on smart TVs and other stuff is recording your conversations. Oh, smart TVs? Oh, I don't have to. Hell, tune into the show. You want my conversations? They're right here, baby. That's what I always say. I don't care if my microwave is listening to me. I hope it listens real close because I have something to say. I think it's important. I think what you have to say is important because it's our voices that guide this nation. We have to remember that. And we're just normal people. Every one of us. There ain't nothing special about any of us. Well, Johnny Fly, he's prettier than the rest of us, but other than that, we're all the same.
How do we know that, John?
We have to know it in our heart. And it's something that we were based on. Our whole country is based on the idea that we stand together, e pluribus unum, until what, the 50s, I think it was, when we came in with In God We Trust?
I was talking about Johnny Fly.
Oh, how come he's prettier? Well, it was his theme song. He tells me all the time. He's prettier than me.
What was that?
That was somebody going out the door, baby.
No, that's called the squeaky door of Melissa's room.
Oh, there you go. That sounded like something out of a scary movie.
Exactly. That's what she wanted it for.
Yeah, there you go.
I own the door to hell.
The door to hell. If that was opening in the middle of the night, I'd be puckering. I'm not talking about my mouth. So, oh, shit. What the hell is that?
May I make a suggestion?
What?
Get your can of silicone spray and spray it on the hinges.
Oh, and do away with that sound effect? Oh, no.
Yeah.
I want you to know when I'm getting up to go to the bathroom. Creak.
That silicone lubricant is the best.
Is the best. I keep trying to convince Tim Cormall to put it on his the garage that holds the clown car. Hey, he won't do it.
John, I'm sorry. That's my daughter.
That's fine. We loved it. That was great. Tell her to do it again. I want to hear it again.
Hey, mister. He wants you to do it again.
I want to hear it again. Yes.
He wants to hear it again.
He wants to hear my door?
Yes, he wants to hear your door to hell.
The door to hell? All right.
Here we go. Oh, no. Please, come in. No!
Please, come in.
Yeah, no, it's okay. You got the wrong house. Y'all didn't order a pizza, did you? Lord, that's so cool. I enjoy that. Thank you. Thank you. I wouldn't change it. No, I'd leave it. This chair used to have a squeak, but we're on air, so I wasn't going to change that, but I had to because it was rather loud. So, sound effects, baby. We all have it. We have a soundtrack in our mind of every sound, every song you ever heard, the whole from time you little to right now. We all have a soundtrack. Ours was better though. We had the '60s. I'm just saying. Are y'all?
I had the. Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to tell you, John. I had the rollers replaced on my sliding glass door.
Yeah.
And the guy told me never use WD-40 to lubricate your rollers because it just gums them up. Said get silicone spray.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what?
So
you know what WD-40 is good for? Your elbow.
What?
Your elbow. It's made with fish oil.
My elbow.
It's made with fish oil.
Oh. Rub it in?
Yes. Well, I prefer Priest trees myself. If I rub anything on my body, it's Priest trees because it works. But my father-in-law was an old boy out in the oil field, and he'd spray WD-40 on his elbow and rub it in. And he'd tell me that makes his elbow feel better. And I always used to think, you're crazy, old man. It works on metal, but, bullshit. It's fish oil. And it will. Helps your skin, I guess. I don't know. Don't hold me to it. Google it or something. But, yeah, he swore by it. Of course, I just figured his bones was getting achy and didn't want to move, and he's just figuring he'd WD-40 them up, spray it on there and rub it in. But no,
Well,
I think the main ingredient...
I don't have any to rub on my neck.
I use
my neck's been out of whack for several days now.
What, have you got some priest trees?
No, I didn't order it yet. I was gonna, but when I saw the price, I went, "Whoa!"
Well, it's not as expensive as.
I don't know if
my wife gave me some stuff called Numb Master.
I don't want to hurt Clark's feelings. If he wants to do it, he can do it. If he doesn't, then.
Your wife gave you some numb nuts. What?
Some Numb Master.
Oh, Numb Master.
It's the name of the stuff.
Well, boy, howdy shit. Did it work?
Doctor recommended.
Well, there you go.
Well, it kind of did.
Well, we had Irish, and then we lost him.
A little bit.
Oh, we had a new guest in here, and we lost him all of a sudden. Of course, Discord does that occasionally. But
well, he's still in the queue.
Is he in the queue still?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring him back.
Trying to bring him back now. Always good when we have new guests on the show, new voices.
Yeah, we're actually having a few little connection issues over here. I've been having trouble. That's why I'm bringing a few people in at a time, because I tried to bring everybody in earlier, and we were having trouble with Discord. So I'm just trying to make sure the show continues to go on while conversation's still being had.
Oh, what was we doing? I'm just joking. Anyway, what the hell? Squirrel. I got this. Well,
I saw my first squirrel last week. Tree squirrel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the ground squirrels are all gone around here now.
Really? I was very disappointed the other day.
Ground squirrels are like rats. Vermin, but the tree squirrels are really neat because they live in the trees. They don't live in the ground like gophers.
I was kind of heart broke yesterday. Not yesterday or the day before yesterday, whatever it was. Walked out the front door, and there laying on the the rug right there in front of the doormat is a squirrel's tail. Oh, man. Cats. Occasionally they will catch a squirrel, and then they want to come brag to me about it. Not brag. I don't like that. I feed your ass plenty.
Grady brought in either a dead gopher or a dead baby rat. I don't know what it was, because he was soaked in saliva. Oh shit! Come in, dropped it on his bed over here in the room, and I went, "What the hell you got?" And I went over and picked it up, and I just grabbed a paper towel, put it on there, and got it out of the house.
I'm thinking about some lakefront property in Arizona. I think I need to do that. Get us some lakefront property in Arizona.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
What lake?
Well, okay.
Because all the lakes out here are going to be real dry this year.
Ain't Lake Havestad still got water in it? Ain't Havestad over there? Whatever they call that.
Where the London Bridge is?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's where the London Bridge is.
I'm sure they got some water.
Arizona, ask me why.
But the water comes out of the Hoover Dam, I think.
Well, I saw a special yesterday. I think it was not special. An article about the water supply out there. It's really in bad shape in the desert Southwest. Most of the water comes from.
LA's thinking about using all the wastewater.
They're debating here desalination.
Well, you can make wastewater as pure as pure water, but it doesn't have the minerals in it of natural water. Once it's been processed,
they're going to bottle it. They recycle the water from the and then the bottle's going to say, really, it doesn't taste like piss. Really, try it.
Yeah, well, I worked on a sewage treatment plant in Shasta Lake City one time, and the guy told me that some of the wastewater they have, once it's processed and everything, it's better than drinking. It's pure water, but they can't.
We can make
Use it as
you can
drinking
take
water.
your urine and clarify it back into water. Yes,
They
we have that technology.
They had to do is spray it out on this hillside. It's really funny. In the middle of summer, everything is burnt dry, and you drive by this hillside by the sewage treatment plant, and it's just as green and as lush as you ever want to see.
Well, howdy, there you go. Well,
and then Knopf Fiberglass moved into the area and built a plant right next to the sewage treatment plant because they were going to use all the damn water.
Any water right now.
Recycle water. And then here in my little town, all the recycled water gets sprayed on the plants all along the freeway right through town.
Right. Yep. We have to get the water wherever we can now because it's really getting bad out there. I think that area has been around about a 20-year drought in standard of waterfall out there.
I've had a lot of plants around here that have died because of the drought.
Yeah. It's not, we got to take care of the planet we got. Let me welcome Nymeria. Tina, I messed it up. How do you pronounce that?
Nymeria.
Nymeria. I know I was going to screw it up. Tina, how are you? Can I say Tina?
You can call me Tina, of
Thank
course,
you,
but
baby.
you're going to have to adjust.
I'll have to adjust. Nymeria. Nymeria? Nymeria.
Nymeria. I've taken
Nymeria. I'll learn it.
alter ego. My car is named Nymeria.
Oh.
For those GOTers out there, they know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, how you been, darling?
I have been good, John. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. Had a wonderful day today. Sun shining, peaceful in the neighborhood. Couldn't ask for anything better.
All right, wonderful. That's kind of why I clicked in. Today, listen. Okay, so we've all been through so much trauma, yeah?
Yes, we have. The whole nation.
We have been through at least a year full of trauma, and we're all just exhausted.
Just 1 year.
And today, I spent the day thinking about gratitude. We've got so many fights in front of us. We're going to have to shore up. We're going to have to get after these narcissistic. There's so many ways to address them. But, the Karens, the Kevins, the Gates, the this, the that, the other.
Yes.
And it's very difficult as an individual when you're just trying to survive to try to balance all of that out. So all I said today was, today is a day of gratitude. And I also thought verily about the fact that we need to start putting the word love back out into the universe.
Oh, I love using the word.
Love.
Oh, look at me. I just used it.
Love. Because that's what's missing. All you hear is everything else. And Martin Luther King, Gandhi, the list goes on and on. The point is love. We just need to start using the word love to combat some of these stuff. And the other part is, I'm sorry, but Val getting after Jim Jordan.
Oh, yeah, I love it. Val Deming. Yeah.
Yo.
Did I hit a nerve?
I'm tired of you using the police, and
Yes.
I will add using the veterans.
They do. They do, and I'm
Too.
glad she stood up and said that.
That's why veterans are the largest population of homeless people. Don't give me that bullshit that you care.
Yeah.
You don't give two fucks in a shit.
Bumper sticker,
okay?
baby. It's a bumper sticker. Whip out the Bible, the flag, whatever it takes to get a vote, get a smile, kiss a baby, whatever it takes to get that power.
John,
Huh?
I'm a lady. I'm a lady.
Yeah, I know. I know you're a lady, baby, but I also know you're a soldier. And it goes, babe.
Yeah.
I'm a sailor. It comes out in me every once in a while.
Anyway, so but you know what was so clear about that particular interface, that particular story that came out, is that these fools out here because we tend to be on the blue side. We want peace, love, and harmony, but we forget you have to stand up against this stuff. You have to talk it down.
We are the answer to this shit in our own lives, as much as you can possibly do. You know, not everybody's going to be able to run in with the cape on and go, hey, save the day. But we do it in the way we treat others every day in our life. We do it by example.
Okay, yes, you're correct, because I'm always going to bow down to you, John.
No, stop that.
No, listen, you're so full of wisdom.
I am full of it, you could have quit right there.
Well, you're full of it too, but so are we all. But
darling, thank you. I appreciate it. I
connect to our higher selves. We recognize that we are no better than anybody else, and we recognize that humanity, and that we're all just here for a short period of time, and that we're all wrong about certain shit. We don't know. We think we're right. Blah 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 blah. Right?
Oh shit!
Am I correct?
I've been wrong so many times. It seems right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But there are certain things that come from our souls. You know, what is right and what is wrong.
And we all know that deep down. We all know that. Every one of us.
Some people are not connected to that because they're in environments that feed the alternate, which is hate. And they don't know it. They don't know it. Okay, let me rewind the tape. So, any human being removed from one environment, placed in another environment, is going to figure out how they're going to survive in that environment. Correct?
We evolved to the situation we're in.
Exactly. Yeah. So me as a soldier, I became a soldier. I acclimatized. I became a soldier. And I took in all of those ideologies that were required for me to survive in that environment. Right. Now, let's look at an extreme environment. Let's say a young kid at 12 years old moves into the Crips and Blood territory in the 1970s. What do you think that kid's going to do? That kid's going to take on all the attributes required to survive in that environment. Let's look at it another way. Let's say you're in an ultra-right conservative environment. Everybody you know says Jesus is Lord and this is that and blah 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 and anything else is blasphemy.
Sounds like where we live.
Hey, hello, Mitch.
Right. Okay, Mitch. Hey.
Try being Jewish and listening to that.
Yeah.
Well, here's okay. I could go on so many tangents, but let me just share this part. So, history is purposely taught in a way that people don't want to learn it so that they don't have an understanding of where they lie in the bigger world. There are those who believe that the whole entire of human existence has been in the last 6,000 years, right. Whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And yet you have science that teaches us that we've been around a lot, so much longer. I mean, the humanoid species has been around for at least 100,000 years or kind of, less or more, such and such. And we didn't get to go from hunter-gatherers until we got to about 10,000 years ago when agriculture was introduced. And it's very interesting that agriculture, the development of agriculture is related to many of the mystical theories about the beginning of humanity, blah, 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 blah. My point is, without understanding history, you can't understand yourself in the place of history, right?
Well, if it's one thing we learn from history is that we don't learn from history.
Well,
we keep repeating. Okay, we keep repeating some of the same mistakes.
Wait,
you could say that history is the story.
Wait, John just took my whole point and just said, "Okay, here's the end." Yeah,
No,
we don't.
I didn't mean to. It's sort of like saying the more things change, the more things they stay the same.
History is the story of mankind failing to learn from its mistakes.
There you go. There you go. You know,
if you want history lessons, tune into the Horn.
Yes, yeah. Tune into the.
We had for Friday on the Front Porch was a trip
Robin
in
knows
the
a
Wayback
whole lot
Machine.
about history. I am amazed at the amount of knowledge that woman has in her head.
We were talking about the ancient the Anglo-Saxon, you go back to the times before William Wallace and everything. And, it just got
History
to me.
has so much to teach us if we learn the true history. Because the problem in our country is sometimes we don't learn the true history. Go ahead, Tina.
Well, remember again, history is written by the victors.
That's true.
Victors portray themselves in such a way. But if you're willing to dig deeper and look more objectively into history, you start to get a picture where you realize that human beings are flawed and basically they don't know anything. Okay? So it's kind of a catch-22. It's like you can learn history and then you become a complete
Honestly,
I don't go for it.
I think most humans are flawed, but I'm not. I just want to put that out there.
Well, everybody but me and thee, and I'm not too sure about thee. So.
Well, good for you, Mitch.
Well, think about it. No, are we flawed or are we just human?
We're just human.
We are human, which makes us flawed. We have not come to our.
We're not broken. We are already who we're supposed to be.
Yes,
that's what people.
But we've
need
not
to really
evolved into what we could be.
Right.
And that's the eternal quest that we're on.
I may rewind the tape just a little bit. These troubled times that we live in, if you lay on top of all the other other troubled times that we've lived in, we haven't grown, we haven't learned, we don't know ish. Okay? Bigotry, feelings of superiority, all of those things you can look and find in all the ancient texts. Basically, humans are flawed. Now, that being said, what can we do? We have something on our side. It's called love. Love.
There you go.
Just
if we could practice that throughout the world, not just in your own neighborhood, but across the world. Are you shitting me? The power of love?
Again, what? In the 60s, it was all about love, right? Why can't
we were trying to make it peace, love, and, all that stuff.
Peace, love, and earth shoes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that we need to start spending our time thinking about love versus all of this other excrement that we've been spending our time looking at. Because through love, you will do the right thing.
Love will make you do.
If you're thinking about love, you're going to do the right thing. So let's pass that concept of love on. Let's contemplate love instead of contemplating all these awful individuals who don't represent love in any way. Your Cruzes, your Cottons, your bullshit, your racists, you're this, you're that, the other.
Don't let them dominate your life.
We just have to realize they are the anchors on society.
They are. They're
holding us back.
They're holding us back. They won't let us catch the current to move forward.
So let's put it this way. God said in the Bible somewhere, I paraphrase badly. God said, and in the beginning and blah, blah, right? Mm-hmm. And one of the words we get is that our words create. So if our words create, based on that theology, I'm just keeping it simple. If our words create, such as our creator, whoever that is, pick one. Take your own.
4,200 of them. Pick one.
Right. Or which one that works for you. But all of them say, in some respect, that I'm getting my Obama on. All of them. Sorry. All of them tell you that positivity is how you create an environment that is good for the soul. So all of us know or understand the concept of love. So if we're thinking about love and we're expressing love to counteract this evil that exists around us, can we not win?
We could. But it is, I've always believed, it's not an easy fight. It's going to be a generational change. And
right there, John.
Sneeze was coming. I knew that. I could feel that sneeze coming in. I'm sorry.
You had to hit the sneeze button.
I had to hit the sneeze button. Mitch, is Julie with you?
Of course she is.
Of course she is. Hello, Julie.
Hey, John.
I'm doing fine, darling. How was y'all's day? Your weekend?
It was all right.
Good.
It was a quiet weekend. We didn't have particularly good weather. It rained.
My sister's sick. That's very worrisome for me.
Nothing serious, I hope.
We've all been vaccinated, but yeah, it looks like my sister may be coming down.
Oh, Lord. Well, we'll keep her in our thoughts.
Yeah, that'd be nice. She would certainly appreciate that if the Blue Dot family sent us some. She's in Gaithersburg, Maryland, if you're wondering where to focus your positive energy.
Outstanding. I'm sorry to hear that.
Appreciate that if the Blue Dot family sent us some. She's in Gaithersburg, Maryland, if you're wondering where to focus your positive
Focus your
energy.
good energy right there.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that if the Blue Dot family. She's in Gaithersburg, Maryland, if you're wondering where to focus your the matrix going on again.
Yeah.
Hello? Here's your echo.
Yeah, we're getting a little echo from you, Mitch.
We're muted. Going on again.
Yeah.
Hello? Here's your echo.
Yeah, we're getting a little echo from you, Mitch.
She's looping.
Yeah, it's looping. That's what it is. I don't know exactly. Travis just walked out the door, and I don't have the mouse for that thing. Oh, now we're getting the echo.
If Maria could mute, if she hears this.
I don't know exactly. Travis just walked out the door, and I don't have Oh, now we're really looping up good. How is that in the world happening?
There,
I think that stopped it. Mitch, are you still with us?
Yeah, but you got to tell Travis to stop leaving the room. That's enough of
That's
that
what
shit.
it is. He leaves the room, and all of a sudden, everything goes to crap.
The hell do we think we're paying him for?
Yeah,
Walk
really.
out the room?
Yeah, coffee break. What is this shit?
Well, you want me to drive there?
Probably get here quicker. Probably get here quicker now. He's got several things going on at the same time. He's got some things going on with some friends of his online, and so he probably went to go check on that.
Yeah, likely story.
Yeah, that's what he tells me anyway. He always comes up with a good one. Oh, thank goodness for him, though. Anyway.
So other than that, I don't know. I'm still waiting for some charges to come. I'm still waiting for Merrick Garland, who I assumed would be a little upset about what happened on January 6th.
I think he is.
I'm still waiting to hear what Merrick Garland's going to do about it. And if you're like me, and you might or might not be, but if you were, you would send him a little message and remind him that we are not forgetting about January 6th,
we are never
not
gonna forget.
anytime soon. And we need to keep that in Merrick Garland's face and Joe Biden's face. It's not to be mean, but we can't let them think that we're going to forget about it.
I am. I'm looking forward to some major You know it's coming.
You gotta remember.
It damn well better come.
It
I
better
don't know
come.
it's coming, John.
I do.
But
I have faith it's
You
going to come.
gotta remember the wheels of justice turn
I'm
slowly.
still
slowly.
waiting for. That's right, but I'm still waiting for Cass Weinberger to be busted over Iran-Contra. You know, it's always something, man.
Yeah,
It's always something with these fuckers.
we're hoping that this really comes through because there are people that's talking that are implementing other people in serious crimes, in serious insurrection and conspiracy. And, like we were talking the other day, I can't remember that guy's name, but he's going into witness protection program. But you don't go into witness protection program unless you are seriously.
Yeah, you're uncovering something heinous.
You're playing in the big leagues there.
Of these 7 purported leaders of the Proud Boys, 3 of them are in jail.
Right.
I believe 2 more of them will probably be charged. There's been over 400 people charged.
And the guy that's going under witness protection is an oath keeper.
Yep.
High up in the oath keeping thing.
And I have a sensation that when they said there was a lot of cops at the January 6th revolution against our country, that they were very, very high-ranking cops indeed. And I think there's going to be some surprises about who was involved with that. And I'm telling you, if somebody does not investigate Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene and Josh Hawley, I'm going to have
Cruz,
a problem with that.
Michael Cloud, my congressman, he's wrapped up in
That's right.
Boy, things went to shit for a minute there when you was gone here. Did it? We went into a loop. What do you got? Food? Really? I didn't know we just had food delivery. Huh? Medicine.
Yeah, we just finished up Vietnamese food. God damn, we got a great Vietnamese place. It's a little ways away. It's about 20 minutes away. But man, it's closer than Vietnam. Man, is that food good?
Outstanding.
That's
I couldn't ask for a better meal tonight. I had filet mignon tonight, and it was just perfect. It was perfectly cooked. Mama did a great job. Stephanie Dean and Jay Clayton sent us another box of wild caught something, wild food.
I can't remember the name. It's just good.
Oh, it's an outstanding meat company, and I swear the hamburger meat that comes in, we get 4 pounds of hamburger meat. That hamburger meat is like a steak. I don't care what you put it in; it just tastes like you're chewing up a steak. It's just outstanding.
Is it Omaha Steaks?
No, it's wild. Wait a minute.
You want me to go get a package?
No.
Grass-fed beef.
Wild Fork. I got it right here. Wild Fork Foods. Yeah. Let me see. Where's your contact? I don't know where it is. I can't see that. Comes in a box and a styrofoam thing in there with dry ice and everything. And man, we did the filet mignons today. I got 2 New York strips left in there, and 3 more pounds of that hamburger meat. And I'm tickled to death. We eat a lot of hamburger meat, and this stuff is like, God, no, that's not a taco. That's a steak taco. It's really good. But I'm really thankful for that. That is an unusual gift that we got. And, big switch up from chicken and hamburger and the normal foods that we all eat. We use these and what I call just regular food, mama's dishes. I've done me for 48 years, so I guess I'm doing pretty good. Anyway, let me catch up here because Megawet Willie came in with $5 and said Merrick Garland will, but he's probably busy right now trying to untangle the mess Trump's minions created first. Yeah, I'm sure that's a hell of a big mess to untangle too. And Mitch Goldstein came in with $2 and said all you need is love. They ought to write a song like that.
They did.
Thank you. They did. Who did?
Typo.
Go ahead.
It's a typo, John.
It is?
That's not what I meant to write anyway. It was a typo. I meant to write all you need is love and weed.
And weed. Love and weed. That's if you got the 2, you're pretty well set. Anyhow,
I'm going to jump off. I just wanted to jump in for a little while. Great to talk to you, John. Sorry I haven't been around, but we'll be around this week.
Come anytime. And if you can't come, send Julie.
Amen.
No, we're all going to sit. We're watching movies.
You're a team. You're a team. Outstanding. Mitch.
Thanks. Nice to hear you.
Great to talk to you, John. Love everybody in the Blue Dot
We love
family.
you back. Mitch, Julie, y'all take care.
Soon.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. This family is just so fantastic. All we need is love. Somebody ought to write a song. The tune is in my head. I got the words. I got a tune. That's all we need. Love could carry us through so much. And it sounds so cliche, and it sounds so, kind of corny.
It's not corny, John. It's not corny, and that's the problem.
It's not, baby. That is the point.
Really isn't. And it opens individuals to so many different possibilities, possibilities that they had not even conceived of before. Being human is difficult. Even in the best of circumstances, it's difficult.
It takes an effort to be kind.
If you find yourself in an environment where love is absent, it has to be really difficult to thrive.
I don't want to live in that world.
And let's think about something else. A lot of people are never taught to think in terms of logic, in terms of, I don't mean to sound better than anybody, because I'm not. What I mean is in terms of just reasonable arguments to anything that is brought to your head. Like, can you say, okay, does that make sense? Reason in itself is lost on many. That's why we find so many people today, it's like common sense. Well, that's just common sense. Well, common sense has left the building, you guys.
Well, a lot of people get lost in thought. Unfortunately, it's somebody else's thoughts that they're following. You got to use your own heart, baby.
People are ill. A lot of people are ill. We are having a mental health crisis in America. Even if you don't think you're experiencing a mental health crisis, we are having one. That's why a little 13-year-old could go and buy a gun, and they allowed it. I saw a video. It was posted in the Discord. He couldn't buy cigarettes. He couldn't buy beer. But he went right up there and gave his cash, and he was able to get a gun. Okay?
Where was this?
It was in Discord. I saw some kid on YouTube had just did an experiment and said, I'm 13 years old. What can I buy? He couldn't buy alcohol. He couldn't buy cigarettes. But when he went to a gun,
I'd like to know where he bought that gun. If it was from a dealer.
What state?
I don't know. I just watched.
Yeah.
My point is, it happened.
Yes, the point is sometimes it's easier to get your hand on a gun than it is groceries for some.
So
maybe it was a gun show.
It was a gun show.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, just walk right. They got one going on in Corpus right now. Walk right in there and buy you whatever you want.
Go get a gun. He can't buy cigarettes. He can't buy beer, but he can take his little money and go buy it was a full-blown rifle from what I was looking at.
And he can't vote either.
I'm grappling with the idea of a 13-year-old being able to go and buy a gun. It is.
It had to be a gun show.
It was. The way it looked, it was that kind of, it had that kind of
or
look
even
to
at gun shows, there's guys hanging out in the parking lot. Psst, want a gun?
No. This was inside somewhere.
But I mean, even
just like any other.
That we have to examine our own society. We have to act on guns one way or another in this country. That's one of the big issues in this country. Every day we face mass shootings. Every day. So many of our citizens are killed every day with a gun because the gun is so prevalent in our society. And, my big thing right now is I'd really love to see a gun buyback. It would be the fastest way to get guns off the street itself. Get the guns out of the hands of
It'd
people.
be interesting to see, John.
It would be. It's what Australia did. You know, at some point you have to come to realization. You got too many freaking guns. Everybody's got a gun. Everybody's got a gun. It's the society we live in. And we convince ourselves it's necessary. And it's not.
If I may, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, John. I really don't want to cut you off ever.
No, baby, you're
Let's
not.
put it this way. Okay, so society has changed. So let's go back through my long ass time ago life as a kid back in the day. And my grandmother and my grandfather, you know, they had guns around the house. The BB gun was right at the back door. Sure. The handgun was right in the drawer next to your bed in case you had to pick it up all of a sudden. Because you might need to kill a snake. You might need to... There were things that it made sense. That's an old society that we no longer live in. And that's what people are holding on to. And then there's another tangent that happens with those who choose to use guns for sport. You know, what do you tell those people who choose to use gun for sport? You know,
I tell them they don't need an AR-15 to go deer hunting.
Back in the day, you know, if you needed to get to cut down a buck so you could feed your family, I'm talking 100 years ago, 150 years ago, you had to get a buck to feed your family over the winter. Different story. None of that is happening today.
No. You can go down to the grocery store and get what you need.
Okay, so, you know, we have to, just like, all right, let me just say this. I find it disgusting that human beings would go to Africa to kill a lion, a tiger, or a bear.
Now we're getting into that. Yeah, that's not hunting. That's not hunting. That's just for out murder.
Let's rewind the tape because that's a different conversation for a different day.
Yeah.
The point is, if you need to survive, no one has a problem. No one, left or right. If you need to survive and you need to shoot a deer to ensure that your family can eat, no one's mad at you.
No. And there are plenty of people in this country that still do that. That still supplement their diet by hunting.
If your emphasis, if your purpose is to take a high caliber, multi-round weapon and utilize it against other human beings, not for food, not for the survivability of your family, then it's a whole different construct.
Yes, and that's what we face every day. Is that mentality of the gun gives you power. It doesn't give you justice and law. It gives you power over others. Anyway. Jeremy McDonald donated $10 and said, "How's Jenny, John? Nice to hear you live." Jeremy from Vermont, from the Robin's End, a cross-pollinator from the Robin Kincaid Show. Jeremy, thank you for listening in today. We appreciate it tremendously. And Jenny is doing fine. Brushed her up a bunch this morning. She was just nuzzling a whole bunch. She's such a sweetie. But thank you for asking. And Pat Hunter came in with $5 and said, "If you can't learn to be kind, learn to be quiet." Wise words right there. If you can't be kind, learn to be quiet. There's no sense in being mean when you don't have to be mean. There is no sense in causing somebody else misery for your pleasure. It doesn't work that way. Our society can do better than that. Anyway, it's about the end of the evening. I want to thank everybody for coming by and visiting with us tonight. Tina, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate your voice, darling. Thank you for being here.
Always, always. Remember, the message is love, y'all.
That's
Tonight is love.
Love somebody. Yeah.
Take it.
Like the song says. I see friends shaking hands, saying, "How do you do?" They're really saying, "I love you." And that's what we need. Keep it in your heart, baby. Keep it in your heart. It's corny,
that's right.
But it makes you feel good. Sparky Dunk.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
No,
John.
Just saying thank you.
I appreciate it, baby. Spark, thank you for coming by, brother. We always appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'll try to make it.
I got to do something with this dog laying underneath my desk.
Oh, love on her. That's all you can do. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to watch 60 Minutes later. You probably missed it now.
I did. Marcia's in there watching as we speak. It's what they do. They watch 60 Minutes.
They're having Keith Ellison and the prosecution team on there tonight.
Oh, yeah. She'll fill me in on what she was watching. Yeah, we have a ritual. 60 Minutes is one of them. Spark, thank you again for being here. And Velica.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming in, darling. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome for the invitation.
You going to be over in the Blue Room?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, we'll meet you over there. I want to thank Mitch and Julie for coming in, and Randy Peterson for coming and joining us tonight. I want to thank all our family on YouTube, on Facebook. Oh, Lord, this family keeps growing, but it's because of y'all. It's not because of me. It is because of the conversation that goes on in this family, the care. And again, before we leave, I want to remind you, if you can, to help Velda Snyder out, go to bluedotintexas.com/Wayne and go there. If you can donate a little bit to help Velda with the funeral expenses, the final expenses, it would be greatly appreciated in this family. We love Velda with all our heart, and we're sorry that she has to suffer through this pain. But she is a strong, strong woman, and her voice is still very valuable to us. Anyway, thank all y'all for being here. Thank you for being a part of this family. Anyway,
Thank you.
Still in the pandemic. Get your shots, baby. That's what you got to do. Get two. Hell, get two. I hear they're free.
Yeah, a lot of people are avoiding the second shot.
Now, gotta get that second shot in there, man. Makes you feel great. Anyway, we're still in pandemic, so still wash your hands, wear your mask, stay the hell away from nasty ass people, especially if they're not masking and getting shot. If they're holding a Trump hat in their hand, get the hell away from them. It's not worth your health. What's that, Bill?
John.
Yes.
Can we go out with a all you need is
love. All together now.
Is love.
That's it, baby. So try to keep a smile in your heart. Pass that love into somebody else. And makes the whole world go round, baby. Y'all take care of yourself. Y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Night.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you. Let me see. Tomorrow's Monday, and then we'll slide into another Blue Dot family meeting on Tuesday.
Is love.
There you go. And we'll lead it out with that. Thank you all very much. Good night now.